Jay-Z's accused of rape. Another disappointing loss for the Chicago Bears. Baba Azam's gifted bat has turned into a magic wand against India, right? Welcome back to Heartbeat Arena, episode 55, where we keep it 100% all facts, no cap. It's your host, Trillionaire Chuck. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the Jay-Z news involved in a rape case, the Bears stinking up the joint, losing to the 49ers, and we will talk about the news from this sport called cricket. But last, we have the best segment at the end, relationship talk. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Why? Because we keep it raw, and every episode is packed with the kind of truth that'll make you rethink everything. So let's get into it. Jay-Z's accused of rape, right? You have these rape charges that come up against Jay-Z. They're trying to say him and Diddy raped a 13-year-old girl. So, source from APnews.com, written by Philip Marcello. There's a lawsuit going around about Jay-Z being involved in a rape charge along with Diddy. All this happened 25 years ago at an awards show after party. Jay-Z says these charges are made as part of an extortion attempt. The funny thing is that this woman had previously sued Diddy for a rape charge. Now she wants to go after the Jigga Man, right? But Jay-Z didn't just sit around. No, Jay ain't sit around. No, Jay took the X. And this is what he said. Show the message real quick. Now, he says, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever will commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a little, basically say he's done a little bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family, my wife, and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees militia meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. Now, the woman claims to be hanging out at the MTV Music Awards, right, in the year 2000. When she talked to the limo driver, she later got into the limo and she was asked to sign a non-disclosure document, right? So once she got to the party, she took a drink and she felt a little woozy, right? Next thing you know, she said she went into the bedroom, and that's when Jay-Z, Puffy, and another celebrity came in and raped her. Now, we got the lady's attorney that says Jay-Z is using bullying tactics and he sent the letter on her behalf. Jay-Z's attorney said he's urging for a hearing of this matter. You know what I find hilarious about this is that, okay, somehow you said you took this drink, you felt woozy, right? So you felt woozy and then you went into a bedroom. But you say you remember Jay, you remember Puff, but you ain't gonna list the other celebrity. Why not mention who's the other celebrity, right? Who's this other celebrity? So here's the question. Is Jay-Z innocent? Yes. Look at every time a black male celebrity gets in trouble. Women out of nowhere come to file lawsuits and make up false claims, all to get some money. Deshaun Watson, have we forgotten about that case when he was in Houston? It started with this lady, then another lady came out and said he did this, then another therapist came out and he did this. Then he get to Cleveland, same old thing, it's following him. Now, all women want to come out of nowhere and say he raped them or touched them inappropriately. That's what they were saying, trying to say about Deshaun Watson. But this is sad. It's sad what people will do for money, man. And people really hate when you are successful, especially a successful black person, right? It's ridiculous that this is even happening, right? It's been talks ever since Diddy got popped. Everybody been trying to say, Jay-Z next. Yes, we can't wait for Jay-Z to get caught. It's like that. What did Jay do? Why does everybody hate Jay-Z so much? Huh? It's like when the Golden State Warriors was on that win streak of championships, and people wanted the Warriors to lose. It's like the more success you get, the more people hate. And that's crazy. That's just crazy. But again, Jay-Z's attorney is trying to rush this into court because it's going to get tossed out, right? Because Jay-Z said it. He said, we're going to war. And Jay said, make sure you pull up everything about her. Everything. Now, when they get the digging, it's going to be some stuff. And trust me, Jay got the money to pull all this chick dirty laundry out. So hopefully she ready for this ride. Hopefully the pay was worth it. Because I'm telling you right now, she about to get exposed for everything. For everything. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Okay, we're back. So, another disappointing loss for the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears lose to the 49ers last Sunday. The score was Bears 13, 49ers 38. Source from ESPN.com. The Bears was in action last Sunday against San Francisco. Okay, San Francisco 49ers. You know the Bears stink this year, okay? I thought we were gonna go far. I mean, god damn, man. Like, we lose to everybody, man, except the Cowboys. Hell, everybody beats them. I mean, I don't even really want to talk about the stats, but fuck it. Let's do it anyway. So, Caleb Williams, he was 17 for 23 with a completion percentage of 73.9. Total passing yards, 134. Yards per attempt, 5.8. He had 2 touchdowns. He had a QBR rating of 32.5, right? Then you had DeAndre Swift. He had 14 carries, total rushing yards, 38. Average yard per rush, 2.7. He had 1 reception, total yards reception, 2. Average yards per reception, 2. You had the rookie, Rome Odunze. I liked how he played. That man, to me, did a good job. Okay. He had 4 receptions, 5 targets. Total yards receiving, 42. Average yards per reception, 10.5. He had 2 touchdowns. He had 3 first downs. Hey, be looking out. If I'm the Bears, hey, he potentially could. I would feel comfortable if they got rid of DJ Moore and Rome Odunze and Keenan Allen but speaking of DJ Moore, let's talk about DJ Moore. Okay, he had 6 receptions, he had 8 total targets, total yards receiving 49, average yards per reception 8.2. He had 3 first downs. Now we go to Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen had 3 receptions, 5 total targets, total yards receiving 30. He had average yards per reception 10. He had 3 first downs as well. And then we get to the 49ers. All right, Brock Purdy. Everything I do is Purdy. Yeah, the QBR rating of 97.1. God damn, that's good, right? Currently 6th in the NFL in QBR rating with an average of 68.5. Woo! Let's see what he did. So, Brock Purdy, he was 20 for 25 with a completion percentage of 80. Total passing yards, get this, y'all, 325. Yards per attempt, 32.5. Not 32.5. I'm sorry, y'all. Average yards per attempt was 13. He had 2 touchdowns. Purdy had a hell of a damn game. Without Christian McCaffrey. Let's move on. Next, you have Isaac Guerrero. I think I'm saying his name right. Guerrero. He had 15 carries. Total yards rushes 78. Average yards per rush 5.2. He had 2 touchdowns. He had 2 receptions. Total receiving yards was 50. Average yards per reception, 25, right? Then you had George Kittle. Now, George Kittle is currently 4th in the NFL for touchdowns by a tight end. And in this game, he had 6 receptions. He had total targets of 6. Total yards receiving, 151. Average yards per reception, 25.2, right? Then you have John Jennings, right? He had total receptions, 7, total targets, 8, total receiving yards, 90. And he had average yards per reception, 12.9, 2 touchdowns. He had 4 first downs, right? Last but not least, my man, Deebo Samuels. Deebo had 2 receptions, total targets, 3. He had total yards receiving, 22. Average yards per reception, 11. He had 1 first down. He had 5 carries, total yards rushing, 13. And average yards per rush, 2.6. All right? So, now, with that being said, here's the question. Are the Bears going to be a team that becomes a threat in the NFC North in the future? The way how it's looking, okay, I'm going to look past the record. Let's look at the overall play and everything, okay? I feel like, yes, I like what they're doing. They got rid of Eberflus. They got him the fuck out of here, right? They got rid of offense coordinator, kicked him the fuck out of here, right? Now, all we need to do is get rid of DJ Moore. Why? I don't like DJ Moore's attitude. His body language is like he don't want to be here. And my saying, hey, if you don't want to be here and be a part of the organization, you can leave. Hey, bro, go that way. Because Rome or Dunze, give me him over DJ. Why? Because at least he want to play. That man balled out. Now I want to see if he can do it again against whoever we play next. I think we play, let me see, who do we play next? Who do the Bears play next? Let's see, who do we play next? We play, because I think it's the Vikings, but I just want to make sure I'm correct. Yep, I was right. We play the Vikings again. I want to see what Odunze does with the Vikings. I need him to ball out again. He balls out, he could be DJ Moore's replacement. Because shit, I'll take him over a month over a person that don't want to be here. Right? Now, when we go into the draft, we need to get a center, right? We need to draft more pieces, keep building the offensive line, right? It would be nice if we could find a Devin Hester 2.0. Oh my gosh. I might do the stanky leg. Hey. I might do the stanky leg if we could find us a Devin Hester 2.0. Man. But most importantly, though, we got to get a coach that caters to Caleb's offensive style, okay? In the year 2027 through 2028 is going to be the Bears' year. You can book it now. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Okay, we're back. So, in this topic of cricket news update, we're going to cover some exciting cricket updates, okay? Now, this is my first time talking about this sport, but I'm willing to, I'm learning and up to new sports topics to see what it is that my audience loves, all right? So, we're going to talk about Australia's win over India and Pakistan's upcoming showdown with South Africa. Let's dive right in. Australia's recent clash against India turned into a showcase of Travis Head's brilliance. His magnificent 140 off 141 balls laced with 17 boundaries and 4 towering sixes, reminding fans of his match-winning innings in the World Cup of 2023 finals, right? The Indian bowlers had no answers as Head's composed yet aggressive batting dismantled their attack. It was a knock that had every cricket fan talking, with some even calling it one of the best knocks of the year, okay? Fans couldn't help but joke that Baba Azam's gifted bat has turned into a magic wand against India, right? But the game wasn't just about runs, y'all. Nah, it wasn't just about runs. It also had its share of drama. Mohammad Siraj dismissed Head, but not without a fiery exchange between the two, right? Tempers flared as Siraj had a few words with Head after the dismissal, and things got heated. In a post-match press conference, Head clarified, "I just said well bowled, but maybe Siraj didn't understand my English." His remark added a lighthearted twist to the tension, making this rivalry all the more captivating. Despite India's loss, the match was a testament to Australia's dominance and strategic excellence on the field. Their win over India not only gave them bragging rights, but also solidified their position as one of the strongest teams in the world right now. Their clinical performance across all departments was a reminder of why they're always in the conversation for top contenders in any format. Now, shifting focus to Pakistan's highly anticipated series against South Africa, set to take place across all 3 formats: ODIs, 220s, and Tests. The series is incredibly important for Pakistan as it presents a real challenge against one of the best teams in the world, especially considering the challenging pitches in South Africa. Pakistan's batsmen are in for a tough time as they face South Africa's notoriously challenging pitches. These conditions favor bowlers, and the Proteas will be looking to exploit this home advantage. But all eyes will be on Baba Azam, who's not just looking to conquer South Africa, but also set a new record in the process. Pakistani superstar is on the brink of rewriting history as he chases Sachin Tendulkar's record for the fastest 14,000 international runs, a milestone he could reach in just a few innings. It's a huge moment for Barber and for Pakistan's cricket. We all remember that this is the same Babar Azam who once led Pakistan to the #1 ODI ranking. While recent criticism has highlighted a dip in his form, true cricket fans know that ups and downs are part of the game. As in any sport. Babar's undeniable class and stature as a cricket legend don't need any further validation. His consistency and calm demeanor have always been his strengths, and he's one of the few players who has the ability to make an impact no matter the situation. Pakistan's strength has always been its unity, and this is the perfect opportunity for the team to prove their mettle against South Africa. Will Pakistan overcome South Africa's challenge, or will the Proteas make their home advantage count? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this series is set to deliver plenty of action. As the series unfolds, we'll be here to bring you every update from thrilling performances to record-breaking moments. So stay tuned for more exciting cricket coverage. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest cricket stories from around the world, okay? Always remember, you gotta keep loving cricket, y'all. You gotta keep loving cricket, okay? Now, we're going to transition into the final segment of our show, Relationship Talk. We're back. So, we got an interesting topic here, right? So, here's the question. Should couples share all secrets, or is privacy essential in a relationship? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. This whole idea of sharing all your secrets or keeping your privacy, it's tricky, right? It's tricky. Relationships aren't a one-size-fits-all, okay? And it's all about balance. This is how I see it, right? One, you gotta have trust and transparency, okay? At the end of the day, you gotta trust, all right? If you're serious about your partner, you gotta be able to trust them with the real stuff, right? I'm talking about the things that matter, like where you've been and what you've been doing and how you feel about certain things, the stuff that cause tension and arguments, but you gotta trust them with that, right? Okay, now, I'm not saying tell every little detail. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, but if it's gonna affect your relationship, right, you need to talk about it. No one wants to find out something later and feel like they've been lied to, okay? 2, emotional closeness, right? When you open up to your partner about the deep stuff, your fears, your insecurities, maybe even some stuff in your past, it pulls you closer, right? I remember how Dad My Rock said this. Do you really remember everything your girl did in the past? What if she told you, hey, one time in college, I got so drunk, I let 4 dudes run a train on me and record it, and they got to take to this day. Would you still be with that woman? Would you? I'm talking about 4 dudes ran choo-choo, ran the Thomas the train on her, and they recorded it, and they still got the tape. Would you still be with your chick if she told you that happened to her in the past? And we talking she got drunk, but she was down with it. Most y'all niggas a flip, like, man, fuck. Nope. y'all a dub. All right, let's get back to the topic, y'all. Okay, but, oh, man. It's not about dumping every secret you have, right? But it's about sharing the things that makes you real, basically. It makes you real. Don't be scared to show vulnerability, right? Don't be scared. Because remember, you got to have the trust and transparency, which can allow you to be vulnerable, Okay, let your partner know who you really are. Okay, not just who you're trying to be. I'm gonna say that again. Let your partner know who you are, not what you're trying to be. That's when the magic happens. Okay, now we got 3: respecting your space. Okay, but here's the thing, not everything needs to be shared. You've got a right to some privacy. You don't gotta share the location. You don't gotta have each other's passwords to your social media accounts. Okay, especially when it comes to stuff that doesn't impact the relationship. It's like some things are just for you. Excuse me, they're just for you. Your past doesn't always need to be dragged out into the light. If something isn't relevant to your present relationship, it doesn't mean you have to put it all out there. Keep your boundaries intact. Stop putting your business on Facebook, okay? Stop putting it on Twitter. Stop putting it on Instagram. Stop putting it on Snapchat. Stop. No one cares. Y'all be putting y'all put y'all relationship crap so much on the internet just to get attention, to get feedback from people that's trying to hit, right? Stop that. Please stop that, right? Number 4, keeping it real without overloading. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that you need to share everything all the time, people. Gee Louise, you don't. I hate when someone over explains. I like simplicity. I like things to be simple, right? That's how I live my life. Simple, not complicated, simple, okay? Sometimes sharing too much can actually hurt your relationship, right? But that's not just with relationships. That's with anything. That's with the job, anything, right? You're talking too much. Nah, simple, short answers, straight to the point. Don't overload, okay? Not everything is meant to be shared in the moment, okay? You don't need to explain every past situation, every random thought, or every little thing that pops up in your head. Protect your partner's peace. Ladies, golly, I feel like I'm preaching today. Ladies, fellas, you gotta protect your partner's peace, okay? If your past is all that's on your mind, it might not be the right time to talk about it, okay? First, go seek therapy. And always keep it light until it matters, okay? Number 5, y'all, respecting autonomy. Remember, you both had lives before you met. Stop asking a man how many chicks has he slept with, ladies. Do it matter? Huh? Because most of y'all slept with twice the number of dudes and women that man slept with just women. You both have your own things, okay? Your own stories and your own needs. And that's cool. It's fine. You don't have to. I just can't stop saying this. You don't have to share every little thing about your past unless it's gonna affect where you're going together, okay? If your last relationship was abusive physically, right? You might want to tell your partner that, because that can affect where you're going, in the future. A trauma that you're going to have to get over, right? But you don't got to tell your partner, yeah, when I sleep, I fart. Stupid. You're going to find out anyway. So some things just stay yours, okay? Don't let anyone guilt you into revealing more than you're comfortable with, okay? And so my final word on this, y'all, at the end of the day, it's about balance. Sure, what needs to be shared to build trust and grow closer, but also keep that personal space where you don't have to explain everything about yourself. Relationships work best when both partners feel safe, respected, and able to be themselves. So my advice, share the things that matter for the relationship. But don't feel like you have to share everything, especially if it's not gonna make things better. Keep the trust high and the privacy respected. That's how you keep things solid. Okay? But that's my show for today. It's your host, Trillionaire Chuck, telling you, y'all know what I'm finna say. Love yourself and each other.